Senator Udall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for the way in which you've brought this difficult but important discussion forward. I have admiration for every single one of you and of course, your service. Mr. Chairman, if I might, I'd like to enter into the record a statement which was released by 12 current and former faculty members at service academies and military universities that were in response to some of the concerns expressed at yesterday's hearing about the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Be made part of the record.
And if I might, let me just summarize briefly some of their points. They pointed out that concerns that repeal would undermine combat effectiveness are inconsistent with available evidence. And if gays actually undermine combat effectiveness, it would be hard to understand why gay discharges always decline during wartime. Secondly, they point out that concerns that we do not know what the troops would say if asked whether they support repeal are not based on evidence. And in fact, they point out that 3 different polls found roughly the same result that the working group did, and that these surveys included combat troops. The faculty members also went on to point out concerns about the survey's response rate, or that the results are not reflective of the views of the overall force are not correct. That in fact the 28% response rate is above average for surveys, and that the response rates have nothing to do with the validity of a survey's results as long as the and in this case the survey has a margin of error that's better than most surveys. And in fact, Gallup's editor-in-chief said yesterday that this survey represented a huge sample compared to most surveys, and the director of the Marist College poll wondered why the survey in fact included as large a sample as it did. And then finally, Mr. Chairman, the faculty members point out that the claim that Don't Ask, Don't Tell has been effective is inconsistent with the evidence. A U.S. District Court found that according to all available research, Don't Ask, Don't Tell has actually harmed the military in several ways, including wasting valuable talent and undermining cohesion and morale. A GAO report found that the policy has led to the discharge of a significant number of mission-critical specialists. Quote, no evidence has ever been provided to show that Don't Ask, Don't Tell promotes cohesion or is working in any way. So I wanted that to be in the record, Mr. Chairman.